بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين إلى يوم الدين أما بعد ذلك ومن يعظم شعائر الله فإنها من تقوى القلوب. Whoever honors the symbols of Allah, that leads to piety of the hearts. So a person traveling on this blessed journey to the Haramain Sharifain should give importance to adab and etiquette. That is the secret. Sometimes a person does a big thing in a small way. We need to do small things in a big way. It's the little things that make the big things. It's the droplets of the ocean that makes the ocean. It is the grains of sand that make the mountain. So a person is going for a journey once in a lifetime. He should make his lifetime once complete transformation, a complete makeover, a complete revolution. Deen is the solution. We go into the Baytullah, the house of Allah, to find Allah, the solution for a revolution, to make the life's constitution. So generally people are making effort in every other direction in life. Who is there to find Allah? Thanwi, rahimahullah, used to say that the hearts of people are saturated with a greed and desire, and their desires is not within their control. It's gone out. Whatever they want to achieve, they will never achieve it. Since a person has an ambition and he cannot achieve his ambition, he will be in constant worry, frustration. He will never find solace and peace, whether it's the luxurious mansions, whether it's the expensive furniture, whether it's the fast cars, or the fancy clothing, or the 5-course, 7-course meals, whether it's the 5-star hotels. His entire life is squandered in these pursuits of accumulating material possessions. As a person has he's saddled himself in this grief, he's handcuffed himself in this anxiety. So instead of concentrating on the simple way of life, a person burdens himself with this grief and worry. And this is the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where their lives are filled with no peace whatsoever, and there are no rest, there's no tranquility. His life is filled with disturbance, chaos, pandemonium. It's full of turmoil and turbulence. So ad-dunya sijnul mu'min wa jannatul kafir. There are rules and there are laws. We need to come onto these laws like a prisoner who's got laws, and he has to stick to those laws of the prison. And then there will be a day for freedom. A person going on his journey as well should try to apply all the laws as far as possible. It is not a holiday, it is not a vacation, it is not a relaxation, it is not a pastime. This is a great moment, it is a great opportunity, and if a person really understands it and takes it as a opportunity, then he will maximize on his time, he will value every moment, and he will make it price worthy. It will make it something worth of merit and significance. And this is a treasure which we will treasure in the akhirat. It is a prize which we can put no price to. So love every moment under the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nowadays people are working and they feel we are the workers, the free people, and the prisoners are in the prison, they behind bars. So when people see the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the darkness of night of tahajjud, then you feel them sorry and shame. You see them making dua and crying, shame. You see them fasting, shame. You're hungry, they're wearing simple clothing, shame. Shame is not on them, honor is for them. It's just we can't see through it. Like a person in a restaurant eating masala food, and it's very strong, and he's crying and he's tears and he's suffering, and he looks like he's in serious torment, but the reality is there is no suffering for him, there's no agony for him. He's not in distress or stress at all, but actually he is in real pleasure, he's in real enjoyment, he's in real ecstasy. These are the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where it seems like they're on the outside. So you go inside the restaurant, tell him, Hazrat, can I help you? Can I find a solution for your problem? So what you talking about? I'm enjoying the meal. I'm satisfied. I'm getting a pleasure. What you talking about? So likewise as well, there are some people who are working for dunya and trying to build their jannat in this world. It is a deception. Look at the prisoners, so-called. Oh, he's a prisoner if he's got it right. It's something else. Like they say, a comparison between a prison and work. In prison, you spend most of your time in an 8x8 cell. At work, you spend most of your time in an 8x8 cubicle. Almost the same. Prison, you get 3 free meals a day. At work, you get a break for 1 meal and you still have to pay for it. In prison, you get time off for good behavior. At work, you get rewarded for good behavior by being given more work. You're good, you get more work. It's hard work. More. In prison, a guard locks and unlocks all the doors for you. You got VIP service. But at work, you have to carry around a security guard, unlock, open all the doors yourself. In prison, people have entertainment, games, watch the screens. At work, you get fired for watching the screens or playing games. In prison, you get your own toilet. At work, you have to share. In prison, they allow your family and friends to visit. At work, you're not allowed to speak to your family or friends. No visitors. In prison, all expenses are paid by the taxpayer, and you don't need to do any work whatsoever. But a person at work, he pays for all the expenses to get to work. And then, from his salary, he is taxed to pay for the prisoners. In prison, you spend most of your life looking through bars from the inside, wanting to get outside. At work, you spend most of your life wanting to get out and go inside bars. So, what a difference, what a world, what a life. So, Hajj. So the Haji donning the ihram, we did that stage, and what? Muraqabah, a person when he wears the ihram, what thought processes he should keep in mind. Then after wearing the ihram, a person will say the Labaik, and the scholars have gone into detail, have explained to us, when you say Labaik, I am at your service, I am present, I am here, Ya Allah, I've been present for all your commands, now this is your command, I am present here, so Ya Allah, you shower me with your presence of iman, of ilm, of amal, of taqwa, of sifat, qanaat, iffat, afiyat, of protection in the grave, on receiving my book of deeds in my right hand, entering Jannah without reckoning. Different stages in Akhirah. Ya Allah, you give me the present. Presently, Ya Allah, give me a present, for I am present in your presence. Al-Hajj Ash'ath Akhbar. So a person Haji, when he does ihram, he's saying the Labaik, his hair is disheveled, he's filled with dust. So outwardly he looks decrepit outwardly, but inwardly he's shining. Why? Because you come in on the garb and the garment of your beloved. So don't make a decision based on the outward, that it may seem not pleasant, but it is pleasant. It is beloved to Allah. It is something which is special in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So a person who's in ihram, انظروا إلى عبادي جاءوني شعثا غبرا. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the Haji, tells the Farishtas that look at my beloved servants, they have come to me in this condition. When you give your beloved a clothing, you buy them a gift and you say, you know what, for this function, I want you to wear this. Doesn't matter what, but that garment that you've given them, it adds to the beauty. It adds to the beauty of the beloved. So when a person says the talbiyyah, then he is accepting Labaik, Allahumma Labaik, ijabati laka ya Rabbi, Ya Allah, I've answered your call, you have called me here, and I've come. When you call somebody and they come, I'm here, go to that place and you need to do this. When you reach there, you tell them, I'm here and I'm doing the work you told me. So Allah has called us, now we are telling Allah, Labaik, Ya Allah, I'm here. Scholars have said, Fara, Labaik ijabatan laka ba'da ijabatin. Ya Allah, I've accepted your call after acceptance. Ijabati laka ya Rabbi. I've accepted your call. So other scholars have said something ajib. Ijaba ba'da ijabatin. First answer, alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. Am I not your Rabb? Allah asked us a question. Then we answered the question. This was the first answering. Then secondly, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ. Ibrahim alayhi salam was commanded to make i'lan, proclaim, call the people for Hajj. And people gave replies in the alam arwah. According to your replies, a person will perform that amount of Hajj. أَجَبْتُكَ فِي هَذَا كَمَا أَجَبْتُكَ فِي ذَلِكَ. So Ya Allah, I gave you an answer once in the alam arwah when you asked about your rububiyyat. Then I gave you a second answer, and now I've answered in the call like how I've answered it previously. Thus calling, I gave a reply then, and my reply is to prove those two statements which you asked for, that I am ready. And the first to make the talbiyyah was the malaika. In Maraqi al-Falah, Hajj al-Tahtawi, it is mentioned the Labaik, the meaning of Labaik is Aqamtu bibabika iqamatan ba'da ukhra. Ya Allah, I am standing at your door ready again and again. وَأَجَبْتُ نِدَاءَكَ مَرَّةً بَعْدَ أُخْرَى. I've answered your call time and again. So Ya Allah, I've come to your door, I've knocked on your door, I'm ready at your door, now open your door. In other kitab, scholars have mentioned, لَازَمْتُ الْإِقَامَ عَلَى طَاعَتِكَ. Ya Allah, I have embarked on obeying you in all conditions. I've established myself in your obedience. So, Labaik Allahumma Labaik, Labaik la sharika laka Labaik, innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. This is the famous talbiyyah which is common. Abdullah ibn Umar has mentioned that and he used to increase in the Labaik used to say Labaik wa sa'adaik wal khair biyadaik wal rakhba ilayk wal amal. Likewise, Jabir used to say what Ibn Umar used to say, and Dhal Ma'arij, that must be added on. As Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu used to mention that Nabi alayhi salam said in his talbiyyah, Labaik ila al-haq Labaik. O the Lord of Haq, I am your present. So one is the standard, and the scholars have said that if a person wants, he could increase in the Labaik. Ibn Abdul Barr, a group of scholars extra has mentioned the meaning of talbiyyah, ijabatu ta'wati Ibrahim, accepting the invitation of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. You are saying that he invited me, and since he invited me, now I am here by your Baytullah. So a messenger comes, a ambassador comes, and he invites you to the royal function. So when you get to the function, then I got your invite from your ambassador, and I'm here, you tell the king. So talbiyyah is very important. Ayyul Hajj afdal, which Hajj is better? Al-Hajj wa Thajj. Hajj is that raising the voice when saying talbiyyah, and Thajj is the flowing of the blood. Ma min muslimin, every believer that says the talbiyyah, except everything on his right and his left, the stone, the rocks, etc., till the end of the earth, makes the talbiyyah as well. Ma min ayamin a'zam. So amongst the beloved days are these days of Hajj. So we should increase. فَأَكْثِرُوا فِيهِنَّ مِنَ التَّهْلِيلِ وَالتَّكْبِيرِ وَالتَّحْمِيدِ أَتَانِي جِبْرِيلٌ فَأَمَرَنِي أن آمر أصحابي أن يرفعوا أصواتهم بالإهلال والتلبية. Jibreel Islam came and told me that I should command my companions to raise their voices. So when making the talbiyah, this fadail should be there. Anas bin Malik radhiyallahu anhu, when he used to make the ihram, he wouldn't speak at all min amri dunya hatta yatahallal min ihramihi. So he should wear the ihram, and he should make sure that until he does not come out of the ihram, he would remain in the ihram constantly. He would remain constantly in engaging in amal and not mention anything of dunya. So a person, when you make ihram, everything becomes haram. The talk of dunya, the gaze of haram, the listening to haram, even permissible things become impermissible. And that's why we need to go to the scholars and learn the adab and the etiquettes of Hajj, and what kayfiyat a person should have when going into ihram. So Sufyan bin Uyaynah mentions that Ali ibn Husain, when he went into ihram, wastawad bihi rahilatuhu isfarra lawnuhu, his face became pale, wantafada, and he started shaking and trembling, and he couldn't say the talbiyah. People said, Lima la tulabbi, why can't you say the talbiyah? He said, Akhsha an yuqala li laha labbaik wa la sa'adaik, that your labbaik is not accepted, there's no goodness for you here. Falamma labba, we took the courage to say the talbiyah, ghusha alayhi waqa'a, he fell unconscious and he fell off his conveyance. And that was his condition until he completed his Hajj. That was his condition. So these were the people who set the standards, who made the mark. The amal for today is man bana lillahi masjidan qadra mafhasi qatatin bana lahu baytan fil jannah. Whoever builds for Allah a masjid equal to the size of the nesting place of a sand grouse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will build for him a house in paradise. May Allah give us tawfiq of making amal. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.